So we're dealing with what Al-Fatiha. The last time dealt with what Al-Fatiha. When you miss Al-Fatiha on ayah in Al-Fatiha, I said that when you miss an ayah in Fatiha, what happens? Or more ayah in Fatiha, what happens? Batalat Salat. So it's the only time that you can read from the Mus'haf, for it is Fatiha. You can read from the Mus'haf if it is Fatiha, and you don't know how to say Fatiha, because it's so important. It's a rukn or fard min faraidi or arkan as-salah. Now we go on to the next level, that is, read for us. ومن فتح على غير إمامه ومن فتح على غير إمامه بطلت صلاته. Read from there. So what is the scenario when you're going to have ومن فتح على غير إمامه بطلت صلاته? ومن فتح على إمامه وعلى غير إمامه. First, you have two scenarios. وَمَنْ فَتَحَ عَلَى إِمَامِهِ Jaiz. In other words, when you are making salah, you are following the imam, your own imam in the salah, and the imam stops, awaiting someone to what? To help him out, right? Or to say the next ayah so that he can pick it up, so that he will be able to what? To complete his ayah. That is allowed, right? Because you are the ma'mum. You are the ma'mum, and that is your imam. But here the scenario, وَمَنْ فَتَحَ عَلَى غَيْرِ إِمَامِهِ. So you are making salah, and then there is another salah. That is the imam. The imam stops, awaiting his own ma'mumin, right? To what? To open up, help him out with the ayah. And you are busy with your own salah. So Shaykh rahimahullah is saying that if you do that to other imam, what is the result? Batal salat. Do we agree? Yes. In Malikiya, that's what he's saying. So man fata ala ghairi imami batal salatu. Tayyib. Read the next segment. يفسد المعنى ولا يفتح على إمامه. You don't just haphazardly or out of nowhere, or you are so interested, or you are just conscious anytime to be opening up for the imam at random without the request of the imam, or without any sign that the imam requires what? To be helped out with the ayah, then that is wrong on your part. But if the imam signals how, he stops. He's reading, for example, say in a surah, إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْوَاقِعَةُ لَيْسَ خَلَص. Then he stops. He comes back again and he starts إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْوَاقِعَةُ, and then he comes to stop again. You know, it is time that you want to help him out. This is the time. So that's the signal, enough signal for you to help him out. Now, but what is not allowed is that when he is reciting, he has not come to any logical conclusion. Then you begin to what? Read with him. That is wrong. Why? Because you might confuse him. Now, أو يفسد المعنى, or maybe he recites an ayah, it changes the meaning. No, at that point, don't let him go further. Stop him. Recite him the ayah correctly so that he might pick it up. Now, that is how yufsid al-ma'na, that is if he changes what the meaning of the ayah that he's not supposed to do. These are the situations or scenarios whereby you can open up for the imam, inshallah, as he is reading. Now, continue. نعم ومن جال فكره قليلا في أمور دنيا نقص ثوابه. What do we make of this meaning? ومن جال جال يجول. نعم, wonders, his mind wanders. في ماذا؟ في أمور دنيا. worldly well in mundane issues. For example, can I use your name? Saif is making salah, and all of a sudden he met what? This money. He said you are thinking about the money. That's right. So you are thinking about that money that you are going to cash in, right? Subhanallah. Maybe slightly. No, your salah is what? Sahih is okay, but what? Naqasai thawabu. Thawab, your ajr, your reward, your blessing, right? It reduces. How much only Allah knows. It might be reduced to the barest minimum. You don't know. So you come out of the salah, you are not going to have the full reward that otherwise will have been given to you. That is why when you are making salah, فَفَرِّقْ قَلْبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا وَمَا فِيهَا وَاشْتَغِلْ بِمُرَاقَبَةِ مَوْلَاكَ الَّذِي تُصَلِّي وَجْهِهِ. Now, so whenever you say Allahu Akbar, you have to what? Open up all your mind, all your chest, and then concentrate on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in whose presence you are making a salah. Because when you are making salah, like you are what? Communicating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Musalli yunaji rabbahu. If you are making salah, like you are talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are contacting him. If you want to contact your friend or your loved one, anyone, what do? You pick up the phone and then contact him. In salah, you are contacting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So all your focus must be placed on the salah. Let alone you think of what? Mundane issues or worldly affairs. If you do that, then your salah, the thawab is what? Reduced. It can be drastically. Now, this you don't want to happen. Now, وَلَمْ تَبْتُلْ صَلَاتُ. But his salah is intact. In other words, it is okay. It is not. Now, his salah is what? It's okay. It's not invalid. It's not invalid. Now, go on. جبهته Now, here's another chapter. وَمَنْ دَفَعَ الْمَاشِي بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ. What does it mean? دفع يدفع دفع like push him slightly. Who do you push? Al-Mashi. You are making salah. You are making salah and someone wants to pass in front of you, right? You have the right to push him aside now, so that he does not what? Why? Because it might make what? Reduce your concentration on the salah. Are you okay? Now, so tadfa'u. Now, al-mashi, anyone, whether it's animal, anything that passes in front of you, you should what? Push him by. Now, there's a hadith in which our Rasul says that now, إذا صلى أحد إلى شيء يستره من الناس فإن أراد أحد أن يجتاز بين يديه فليدفعه فإن أبى فليقاتله إنما هو شيطان. Translate that for us. Ayubi. إذا صلى أحدكم إلى شيء يستره من الناس. Yestur, okay. When you are making salah, normally place a sutra, right? MashaAllah. So that it will prevent people from give them awareness that you are making salah, so that it should not mess with your salah. So it should not, so it can come between you and the sutra. Why? Because people will be what? passing. There will be passers by, not just passing, passerby, passers by. They'll be all over the place now. So if that happens, and someone, فَإِنْ أَرَادَ أَحَدٌ أَنْ يَجْتَالْ to what? بين يديك, to what? Cross in front of you. Yedek, that is your two hands, they just to that level. What should you do? Falifan, that is command. Look at the word that Rasul Faliyadfa'u. Command is being commanded what? To what? Push him up, and you are fine. Sometimes when you push somebody like that, there is going to be what? It's supposed to respond, react. His reaction might provoke you. Maybe it's going to be a fight. Fight him. If in the process anything serious happens, anybody is hurt, whose fault is that? Because our Rasul says, Innama huwa shaitan. That is the shaitan. Are we okay on that? Alhamdulillah. Always, if it's beyond the mahalish sujood, it's allowed, no problem. Now, but where your hand is that is a place what? We're going to do the sujood. In other words, so if the setter is here, right? It has to be what? Beyond the setter. If it comes within your sutra, that is your territory. You have to protect your territory. Is there any harm in protecting your territory? Even animals, they protect their territories. There's no encroachment upon anybody's territory. And especially when it's your territory between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there's a poacher trying to poach, take away that territory from you, get to defend it. This is your home. Somebody invades your home and allows him to do away with your property. You get to defend it. MashaAllah, is the word of our Rasul now. And so this comes another word segment. No. Let's come back again. I will say ala shiqqi jibhati. What is shiq? Part in this part, a portion or part of his jibah. This is the jibah. Now, so what is the scenario? The scenario is I'm going to make sujood. Watch me. I'm making sujood, right? This is my jibah. It has to be straightforward like this. So shiqqi jibah will be like this. Right? There may be some reason. Maybe you have imama. That's a lot of a huge word. Imama. Have you seen some imamas? So imamas have how many folds? How many? Like a bay. A lot of wraps. You can make sujood on your wrap, no problem. But sometimes it's uncomfortable. You might like to make what? Your sujood on side of your forehead, because it is not comfortable. Now, there's no problem. So our Rasul gives the direction by way of Shaykh rahimahullah. He said that أو سجد على شق جبهته أو سجد على طية. That is one a fold, right? You have wraps. Any one of the wraps, it doesn't matter. You can make sujood on your imama, and there's nothing wrong with you. Your salah is intact, inshallah. Are we okay on that? Some people, you wear just what you call kufi, kalanso. No problem. It's fine. No, this is what the Shaykh is saying. Rahimahullah. Now, no problem. Why? Because what? It becomes. It is still you are still making for the ground. Now, so in between, it is the best to what? To hit the ground. Nothing counts between you and the ground. But sometimes people wear headgear. The headgear can be kalanswa, tarbush. Sometimes it might impede your jibha, your forehead. Just a minute. Right? It's not okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Or maybe somebody have a lot of layers of imama, almost covering off all the hair. Inshallah. Our Rasul allows that. It has happened there several times now. So that should not be a big deal. Now, it can happen. so long as what? You are hitting the floor. But the best is what? Have direct connection with the earth. Now, even if you are talking about, even some went to the further lengths by saying there has to be earth, sand, rock, earth. Now you have cement. Then it became marble. Now you have carpet on top of carpet. Are these all haram? No. You have made your sujood, alhamdulillah. Whether it is in a wrapper, still it is touching the ground. So all these carpets that we make sujood on them, they are okay. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. May Allah forgive us now. Yes. No, that's fine. This is how you make sujood. Sujood is not just by the jibha. This is one thing. Sujood, whether you have imama or not, anytime you make sujood, sujood must be accompanied by the jibha, that is the forehead and what? And the nose. Anytime, if you make sujood, make sure that your nose also touches the ground. That is the best way to make what? Sujood. Now, you can tell, we are not putting anybody on the spot, but if someone makes sujood with the head and the nose and the jibah touching the floor, you can see the mark. Sometimes you see the mark of why are you smiling? There's mark of someone right almost right somewhere here, close to the tip, above the jibah. You know that that person, he has been practicing sujood with what? The jibah alone. Right? But on the other hand, if you see someone whose mark comes beneath the what? The jibah, that could be that his face is also touching the nose. I mean, his nose is also touching the floor. So that is the best. How can you achieve or attain sujood with both the jibha and the nose? How do you do that? Can you demonstrate to us safe? Make sujood in such a manner that both the jibha and then the nose will touch the floor. As he attain it, just watch. I can't see the nose. No. You can check it. You didn't get it. You didn't get it. No, you raised the issue. So, he didn't get it. You didn't get it. Are you sure? You raised the issue. Yes, practice that for jibha and nose touching the floor. MashaAllah. Go ahead. He gets it. Hassan. Jazakallah khairan. That is why he raised the question. So anytime you make sujood, make sure that both the forehead and the nose must touch the ground. Are we okay? Now, yes. Nose must be part of it. That is true. But you can achieve it. You can put your head like this, and you can achieve it. Make sure that you can achieve it. Now, if it doesn't touch the floor, nose doesn't touch the floor, it's not. Because yes, our Rasul had pure hadith that sujood has to happen before 7 past limbs, which we all know. The what? The jibah, the nose, and then the 2 hands, and then the 2 feet. Very good. Now, but if you don't achieve the nose, it doesn't matter how you turn your head. It is incorrect. But if you put on wrappers, this is a manner, you make sure that you put either the side of your jibah, but still the nose has to touch the floor. then you make it. So it is possible. But anyone who wants to make sujood, anyone, whether you have wrappers on top of your head or not, make sure that you have to attain and achieve what? Your jibah, your forehead, and then those both touching the floor. Now, are we okay? Now, go on. Mm. Mm. Stop there. Well, share. There's nothing wrong. في غلبة قي. What is قي here? الفوميت. نعم نعم. والقلس. If refers or belch. No, or belch. نعم so نعم. Now, what غلبة here is what? To overcome. To overcome. Does it happen? Yes, it's possible indeed. All of a sudden, sometimes it happens when you eat a lot of food. And what? You begin to belch. Even you what? Vomit. Sometimes the vomit, you don't control it. It overcomes you. If that happens, that's why it says Falashi alay. But look at this scenario. The vomit comes to your mouth. It comes to your mouth. And then you swallow it up. Does it happen? You swallow it. This when you do that, both if you are fasting, the fasting is null and void. If you are, it can also nullify your salah at the same time. If you do that intentionally, the vomit comes to your mouth, and then you swallow it. you are shaking your head there. You say, how not? It does happen. But if it happens that because it makes you uncomfortable, so you swallow it, maybe inadvertently, not with intention, then you are okay. Then that's what we say, La Alayya. You are okay because you don't do it intentionally. But if that happens and you swallow it unintentionally, then not only you are not, it is not hurtful, but you have to make sujud bad also. So here is the scenario. Watch it carefully. You are overcome by al-qay or qalas, belch or vomit, and then you swallow back, take it back into your stomach. That will nullify your salah, and if you are fasting, it will nullify your fast also. Now, but if you took it back unintentionally, inadvertently, then even though your salah is okay, but what? You have to make sujood what? Al-badi. Watch out. Now, are we okay on that? Now, so if you are overcome by vomit, the best thing to do is to maybe spit it out. How? In your clothing? We are advising everyone who makes salah to have some what? Tissues in the pocket. Tissues. Yes, my tissue. Where is your tissue? Now, you have, so it can help. You see, this is a tissue. Now, okay? You should have these things in your pocket. Before, tissues come in the form of clothes, pieces of cloth. That is even more useful. I will advise that. Now, so it can help because now others will say that use your what? Your clothing, the sleeve of your shirt. See how it is disgusting, yeah? Yeah, it happens. Oh, now, like spit. You are overcome by spit. What do? You spit in the masjid? No. If you don't have tissue, spit in your clothes. And it doesn't nullify your salah, inshallah. Now, so now. Yes. That's colors. That's called colors. If you belch, if you are fasting and you belch, the flavor comes in. If you swallow it, it spoils it invalidates your fasting. Now, yes. So, let us be careful of these issues. May Allah make it easy. No. Let's continue. Okay. وَسَحْوُ الْمَعْمُومِ يَحْمِلُهُ الْإِمَامِ. The forgetfulness of the Imam, or the forgetfulness of the Ma'mum, those who are following the Imam, that is taken by what? Imam. You remember the hadith in which our Rasul said that إِنَّمَا جُعِلَ الْإِمَامُ لِيُؤْتَمَّ بِهِ فَإِذَا كَبَّرَ كَبِّرُوا. If he makes Allah Akbar, say Allah Akbar. If he makes judu, makes judu. And if he says what? If he gets up, Qulu Sami Allahu liman hamida, that kind of thing. Now, so the Imam controls all the salawat. You have to follow him. There are situations whereby it'll be different. Now, so one of those situations is what? If it happens that illa yakuna min naqs farida, if it is what? It is what? Farida. If it is Farida, that is the only portion that you could bring your Farida. But if that Farida is not Al-Fatiha, because Al-Fatiha, even though it is Farida, it is Ruknu, but it is different. Because you are not supposed to be making any attempt to recite Fatiha when the Imam is reciting Fatiha. Not only that, but recitations. But if it is Subhanallah, Surah and things like that he messed up, especially in the those recitations that are quiet and then silent, those the Imam will make sujood. Follow him. It is upon him. Now, so Sahul Ma'mum Yahmiluhu al-Imam. Now. You remind him, you come back and then build upon it. No. Let's go on to the next one. Stop there. وَإِذَا سَهَى الْمَأْمُومُ أَوْ نَعْسٍ. What does it mean? If you forget, we say the ma'mum is who? Follow him. إِذَا سَهَى. When he forgets. أَوْ نَعْسٍ. Where is our lexicon? An-nu'as. Nas. Min an-nu'as. An-nu'as. Nas. How he dozes. You can see he sleeps. Does it happen? We have discussed before that sometimes you may be making salah and then you are dozing off. Like you are sleeping. Does it happen to you before? No, it does. No. But if it happens, if it happens, and then how nas? Away, zuhima, and ruku. What is zuhim? Normally it is taken from congestion. Now, if he is so tight, the line is so congested, is so tightened up. It happens, but rare. It's in such a manner, so tight that he couldn't make ruku. Zuhimani ruku. It happens, right? Now, it happens. What are you going to do? Here is a scenario. Read the scenario. فإن طمع في Now, if in case things go through his mind, first scenario, maybe he thinks that he can go follow the Imam in sujood and then come back to what? To join him in the ruku. No, it's fine. We can follow the Imam. We can meet him, come back again and join the ruku. Or the second scenario. So, if it thinks that no, he can just go on. First two things. he cannot go follow the imam. So he just follow he cannot go to make sujood and then come back to follow the imam. So he should follow the imam. But he can follow the imam. He can follow the imam and then they both go to sujood together, right? What happens? If now the same scenario, we have the ruku part and the sujood part. In both scenarios, you couldn't follow the imam in the ruku, or you couldn't follow the imam in the sujood. Why? For two reasons. Either it was too tight, or he's those off. Now, so if you can follow them, that's fine. But if you can't follow them, the imam will have completed either the sajda or the ruku. In which case, you have to build it, you may bring another rakah yourself. Now, because you missed it, it's ruku. And it is rukun also. So you have to build the salah with the rukun that you missed. Either the rukun of sujood or the rukun of ruku. Now, go on. Now, if in case, only in case, you yourself are doubtful, as well, this sujood, you did make your sujood, or you are not sure if you made the sujood, or this ruku, you make the ruku, or you are not sure whether you make the ruku or not, then of course, then you don't have it to make it in the rakah. Or otherwise, you have to bring the whole rakah because you have missed the what? The whole, you are delayed, or the sujood. So that is how that scenario holds up. وَمَنْ جَاءَتْ أَقْرَبٌ وَمَنْ جَاءَتْ أَقْرَبٌ. Now, sometimes it can happen. You are making salah, Yusuf is making salah, and then Aqrab, scorpion. Here, alhamdulillah, in this society, do we see scorpions around in the first place? No. But some places, especially the villages, scorpions surround people. Scorpion comes from the wall as you are making salah. Who can testify to that? Yeah, it happens. No? So if a scorpion comes, and scorpion is poisonous, who is a fan of a scorpion? No, he has no fun here. Scorpion, he has no fun. As in, scorpion, can you make scorpion your fun? No, it's not your fun. No. So if you are making salah and scorpion comes, what do? You are allowing him to enter into your clothing, right? Into your sleeves. No. Safe. What do? You get it? Oh, now here's the issue. Awhaya, that snake also comes in. Make sure you don't run away. You have to face it. So, فَقَتَلَهَا. Kill it. You can kill it. You are allowed to do that. Now, what happens? فَلَا شَيْءَ عَلَيْهِ. It's okay. You can do that. Yes? You are astonished. What is the issue? How far? It is the next segment. How far? This is how far you can go. As long as it takes to get rid of it. So it can take longer than you think. It can take longer. How long? Read. Now, maybe the process of trying to kill or get rid of the snake or the scorpion takes a long time, a more protracted time than envisaged. So what are you going to do? Or in the process, you might even turn away from the Qibla. You may what? Face the Qibla with your back. And you are supposed to have istiqbal qibla min shuruti salah. If you are making salah, you should have what? Qibla, facing the qibla at all times. Throughout the time you are making the salah. But it happened that it took you a long time to get rid of the snake or the scorpion. So if that happens, now here's the answer. فَإِنَّهُ يَقْطَعُ. It diminishes your salah. You have to restart your salah. It breaks off your salah. Are you okay now? MashaAllah. Continue. Go ahead. You have the tools to keep. Don't try with your hands. You want me to tell you that next time we are making so you have to put hammers in your pocket? Maybe hammers. No. But I don't know. Can you use your leg? You hit it hard. Foot. So these are. Now, obviously, you might not be able to kill it, but what you might be able to maybe to scare it away. Now, so that you continue also that. The scorpion or the snake itself as it comes, maybe it comes accidentally, really. Itself, the snake itself is scared of human beings. It doesn't just get to attack human beings. No, maybe it's passing by and you get scared. No, so because of you, we know you don't have the tools to kill the snake. Are you thinking that you cannot kill the snake with one hand? Yes, you cannot do it. But mere gesture can even scare it away and then you're okay. As if you have killed the snake or the scorpion. You make the gesture with your foot or your hand, it will be scared and it will leave you just for a few moments so that will enable you to make your salah. Now, but it's not an issue whereby you would like to bring sticks and then paddles in your pocket in the salah. The gate man, the security will not allow you. Yes. Yes. That is fine. That is fine too. Don't forget, this has been put together initially in an environment like you are saying, environments whereby rocks everywhere, thatch roofings and the mud buildings, right? Even you can see from the walls, stones protruding from the walls, coming everywhere. Sometimes in the masjid itself, you see some stones, right? In the masjid, those masjid. It is built upon that. So, very good question. In our time today, it's very good that you ask. Then, how are you going to kill the snake with your hand? No, the snake will not. In the first place, the snake will not come in the first place. Very hard. Since we came here, have you ever seen snake coming here? No. Scorpion? No. Maybe little flies and things like that come to, and then spiders are insignificant, really. No. Okay, spiders are insignificant. Spiders are, we have food from them. But spiders, they don't harm. They don't harm. But if it's going to harm, then you can use your feet or foot to suck it. جعلها No. You are making salah and then the shafr and the witr. Now, don't forget Malikiya, shafr or witr in their witr is considered to be what? How? 2 and 1. Two rakas of shafr and then 1 rakah of witr. So 2 rakas of shafr. After the second rakah, you make your tashahhud and then what? You say Salamu Alaikum. And then you get up, 1 more, that's witr, After that, you say Salam Alaikum. So you have, you have how many salams? 2 salams in 3 rakas. That is Malikiya Shafi'i. Now, طيب. So, you are in the second rakah of your Shafi'i. And you have the doubt. Is it the first rakah or second rakah? What am I doing? Of the Shafi'i. What do you do? Ja'alaha thaniyat al-Shafi'i. Make it as though it is what? The second rakah of the Shafi'i. That's the word solution. Just throw away the doubt, knock it off, and then consider it to be the second rakah of the Shafi'i. If that happens, wasajadai by the salah. So what? See the second rakah. See the tashbih. The doubt comes. Consider to be the second rakah of Shafi'i. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. And then you what? Sajada ba'dai salam. Then you make sujood sahw ba'da salam. Yet again, to refresh your mind, what is the process of the sujood sahw? MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Naam. Others don't. But Malikiya, you do the tashahud and then you say Salaam alaikum. And then what happens? Continue. Thumma. Then you can make your chef and witr. Then you can make your witr. That's what happens. Now. Witr is how many rakas? One rakah. MashaAllah. Yeah. Next segment. ومن تكلم You are making salah. You are in witr. Between witr and chef, between chef and witr. And it happens that you talk. But forgetful. Yes, forgetful. There's nothing wrong in it. It's okay. You are forgetting. There's no sujood for it. Does it happen? It didn't happen. It can happen. Yes. It is munkar. In other words, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, but it's not permissible. No, it's not permissible if it is done that way. Now, also want to draw attention. But you can see it is makruh here. So it doesn't stop anything because you have done your what? Salah already. And then witri is just to come. So in between the shafr and the witri, of course you can talk. No, but if it is necessary, nothing wrong with that, inshallah. So the Shaykh says, rahimahullah, fala shay alayhi, there's nothing wrong with it. There's no harm on it. Now. فَإِنْ كَانَ عَمِدًا كُرِهَ, then it is makruh. That's right. That's exactly what we say, that if it is necessary, then it is what? It is makruh now. So there's nothing wrong with it, inshallah. Right. Stop. Well, masbook. Who is the masbook? Late comer. He comes late. He misses the first rakah, for example. He's masbook. Yani subiq. Masbook, subiq. Yani from sabaq. Sabaq. Yasbiqu. Sabiq. Masbook. Huwa masbook. Waqa'i. Ism maf'ul. Masbook. Now, the plane has already taken off. So he's left in the water. The tarmac, right? It's gone. He's the person we say he's masbook. What happens? In adraka ma'al imam aqalla min raka is further emphasis. What masbook, the person who has missed the first raka and he comes, he's gone. Even if he's left with either one raka or more than one raka, it's still gone. Now, what happens? فلا يجوز معه مع من مع الإمام لا قبليا. Because during the moment that he is left, an issue can happen to the Imam. That issue will necessitate, pre-impose upon the Imam to make either sujood, badi or qabli. It is none of the business of the Masjid to follow the Imam in that way. That is Imam's and the Ma'mun business, not the Masjid. So no, don't forget. It is important feature or characteristic or mark, the trademark of the Masjid, not to be available with the Imam, not to be present with the Imam. He only comes when Imam is already in Qiyam. He misses the ruku. Are you okay? The Imam, the brother comes in at the time Imam is already up into the air. So he misses it. But if he came and he got the Imam at ruku, then he has joined the Salah. Then he has to do all things that the Imam is doing. Isn't it? It's good. So you have misfired. Now. Now. So, in this scenario, then it is none of his business whatever the Imam is doing there. Now, okay, what happens? For Sajjana Ma'u, so translate that. If he takes it upon himself as his business, then he messes his Salah. No. So that raka that he did not meet with the Imam, actually, he doesn't go into that, and the Imam carries the rest of the Ma'mumin faith. Next segment. حتى يتم صلاته سلام. نعم. Here's your question now. Now he comes to meet with the Imam. Maybe the second raka or the third raka, mashallah. So if anything happens, just follow the Imam. Now, in what? Either Ba'diyah or Qabliya. In this you have to follow him. Very simple indeed. Now, only the first raka, when you miss it, then you don't follow the Imam in those things that comes after it. Now, go on. So here is a respite. If that is not supposed to follow the Imam, right? He follows intentionally. He loses but that's right. He loses his reward now, because in this case the Masbook order his consent is what is the Qabli. Now, why? Because Qabli is that the Imam, when he's going to make Qabli, at the time there's sufficient time for him to make the Qabli too, because the Imam will make a Qabli before the what? Salam. Are we okay? So Akhar al-Badi, he cannot make Badi whereas the Imam is still making Salah. He has to finish his Salah before he can come to make the Badi on his own. So yes, he is torn between two, the Qabli and the Badi. The Imam is making the Badi, follow the Imam to make the Badi. But he alone, he has a Badi to do. So he will wait until the Imam finishes the Badi, he makes Salam Alaikum, then he brings what? His Badi, after the Imam has made Salam Alaikum. But he cannot make Qabli, that's why he cannot make Badi, whereas the Imam is what? Has not finished the Salah yet. As for the Qabli, when he makes the Qabli, that is sufficient for him. He doesn't have to make Badi because he follows the Imam to make the Qabli. And don't forget, we have said that Imam Qabli Muqaddam alayh al Badi. Now, Qabli is more powerful, takes precedence over what? Of the body. So when he makes it Qabli is just sufficient for him. Do we understand? Alhamdulillah. بعد السلام الإمام This time it's just what we have finished before. We overlapped and explained it. So if the Masbook has the issue of body after the Imam make the salam alaikum. In this case, the Imam, the Masbook, when he's going to what? Finish off his salah, it's like himself alone. Now he's not following the Imam, so he's faced with two issues. He's faced the Qabli with himself and the Imam with body. Now, so if he makes the Qabli, then he doesn't have to make the body. But if he makes the body, but he cannot make the body also when the Imam is making what? Qabli. He has to wait until the Imam finishes his body, then Salah, he makes his Salah, and then he can make the body by himself. So you have two issues. The Imam misses, the Masbook misses the Imam. The Masbook happens to be the one who owns the body. But the Masbook has to pay off what? His Qabli. Comes, what has he to do? He just have to make only Qabli, and it suffices him the body. The body is no longer what necessary if the Masbook can make the Qabli alone, because Qabli is his responsibility. And the body is not his responsibility from the Imam. Only he has to follow the Imam. But he is also have to pay his own due. And so when it goes to make what Qabli, that is sufficient for him. Ajzahu, it is sufficient for me. He doesn't have to make the body. That's why. Here again, we say that because another reason is also that because the Qabli is more powerful than the body. Wonderful. Wonderful. Do you understand it? Alhamdulillah. Very good summary. Fine. Go on. Ahsant. Stop there. What does it mean? Is there any difficulty in that? Alhamdulillah. No. Stop it. Exactly. Why? Because you cannot just make ruku without making qira'ah. Have you ever seen someone who comes to make salah and then he wants to go to ruku? All of a sudden he goes to ruku without any recitation of an ayah? No. So like you're making the whole salah, you bring the Fatiha, you bring the qira'ah, surah, and then before you make your ruku. As simple as that. Are we okay? Alhamdulillah. Bye. Now, when you come, the Imam is in ruku, right? Join the Imam. Join the Imam in ruku. You make your intention. You make your intention first, and then you join the Imam. Yes. You feel Allahu Akbar, and then you join the Imam. Because there's no time for you to, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. You have to intention for Salah. That's right. You make the takbir ihram awal before you join the salah. When you say takbir ihram, you are part of it. Then you join in what? In ruku right away. And then from that point, you are part of the ma'mun. So what happens? Imam takes care of it. Can you call it? Make the takbir first, then join the starter. When you come, there's big takbir ihram is the first thing you do before you enter into the salah. Allah make it easy. Can we call that? Who is that? Are you big? MashaAllah.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة
سجود السهو يختلف صلاة عن صلاة عادية. سجود السهو للتصحيح نقص صلاة أو ما زاد من فما لا تحتاج أن تأتي بهذه الصلاة. الإنسان يريد أن يسجد سجود قبلي فقط عندما ينتهي من التشهد أن يسجد سجدتين أيوة ثم يسلم. لكن المالكية يسجد سجدتين ثم يتشهد قبل أن يسلم. هذا لأن التسليم يأتي عقب التشهد. بعض الناس تجدهم يجد يعني سهو ويركع يسجد فقط بدون تشهد. معظم الناس نعم. لكن المالكية يقولون أنتم تعالوا قبل التسليم ماذا تقول قبل التسليم؟ التشهد. فلماذا لا تتشهد قبل التسليم؟ نعم. ولذلك يقولون أن يعني القبلي كان عندما قبل أن يسلم يأتي ثم تشهد. أما بعد الصلاة سلم السلام عليكم. نعم. ثم يعني يسجد سجدتين ثم يتشهد قبل أن يسلم. What he is saying, someone comes actually to make Juma. He's late. He joins and then the Imam says Salaam Alaikum. He also says Salaam Alaikum. And he thinks he has finished the Salah. Sometimes he gets up to make 2 rakas. That is wrong. Once you come and the Juma is over, you have to make it what? Dhuhr. You have to make it Qama and make 4 rakas of it al-Dhuhr. Because Juma is missed already. But if you come in the first rakah, Juma, if you come and then you miss the first rakah alone, in other words, when you come and the Imam is up already in the air, you missed what? Ruku. So you have missed the whole rakah. Once you miss the ruku, you have missed the whole rakah. So when the second rakah that Imam makes in Juma, he says Salaam Alaikum. You get up and what? Make what? 1 rakah to complete what? The 2 rakahs of Juma. That is perfect. But on the other hand, you come and the Imam had made already what? 2 rakahs already. You maybe no, don't worry. Last, you make has made already. Yeah, he made already 2 rakahs already. Maybe you came to meet him in what? In Tashahud. You have no rakah. So Juma is gone. I'm sorry about that, but the Juma is gone. So what you need to do is to make what? Zuhur to what? Maybe Allah SWT will give you some reward for that, inshallah. But it's Zuhur. But as for the apportionment, of what reward, it rests for Allah alone. If Allah prefers, He likes, He can give you full blessings of Juma based upon your intention, Allah Alam. But practically, of course, you have missed the Juma, and then you have to make what? Fresh Ikama for go. That's how it goes. May Allah make it easy. Now, I think stop here or continue? Continue, okay. If that happens, and then you get up for your ruku, and then make some recitations of the Fatiha and of course of the Surah, then in this case, what should you do? You have sujood body because you have added some recitations. Now, it's the same thing when you miss the sajda, and then you go back to make the sajda. You make the sajda, and then you make sujood body, and then you don't have to go back to make the sujood again. Unless, of course, when you get up to meet the Imam, you may not have sat down. But if you have sat down already, then you go back and you make a sujood, sajda, and then you make then you make your sujood, and then you are fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Oman wasawu fi Naafi. Don't have it. Oh, okay. Just a minute. Okay, very good. Okay. Go on. What is this? What is this scenario? Mm. 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 Just go back and then make the what? 2 rakas. To sujood, and then what? After that, he does what? And then after that, make two sujoods. And what does he do after that? Here it is the issue of al-badi. Go back and then make 2 quick sujoods, and then make salam alaikum, then salam after what? After the tashahud. get ready for wudu, and then بهذا القدر نكتفي، والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم.